But ask you, all the fans want to know. I've got to ask the question, Kai. Why?
Why what?
You know exactly what. Why will Kai Greene not be competing on the Olympia stage?
Well, I think that there's some larger powers that are operating behind the scenes that have worked very, very hard to complicate things more than they needed to be. And again, not trying to put anyone under the bus or give anyone a black eye.
And I want to give you the opportunity to say very clear. This is your decision, correct? I mean, this is your call.
Well, it's one of those things where someone can say that, hey man, this is your decision, but I've now made it so that you can't go right, you can't go left, you can't go forward. If you're going to still do this under my watch. And sometimes I think when you find yourself in a position like that, the truth is to recognize that you're not a victim. You can make another choice. And sometimes the choices that you make, are not the ones that are forced on you. Sometimes you just have to expand your vision a little bit larger, to consider how you can achieve your goals and still not be held hostage to the limitations that another governing body may want to impose on you. So that's where we are now, without throwing anyone's name under the bus
No,
or
no, and I,
without.
and I don't want you to do that, but I just want
Yeah.
to make sure it's clear that the people understand out there where Kai Greene's coming from, and that this isn't a Fed. You used the word governing body, so I have to bring it up. This is not an IFBB thing. So
Oh,
clearly, the
absolutely.
IFBB has nothing to do with
Absolutely
this
not.
decision, and it's not like I say. No, nobody's preventing you from going in the Olympia. This is purely your decision.
Well, you know, it's a decision that we've had to come to based on the the information that was presented to us. I think, ultimately, without, trying to act in a way that's disrespectful of, other people's ability to do well. Again, not trying to step on anyone's
Sure,
toes.
sure.
We just want to, if I am asked a question, I'll just answer it responsibly in saying that, you're never a victim. You really have to sometimes just be a little bit more creative with how you respond in
Sure.
an effort to respond accordingly and still attain your larger goals. Let's just face it. A lot of times, sometimes um, you just have to be responsible. So I'm going to be responsible, and I'm definitely not going to try to rain on anyone's parade. I'm very, very thankful for the opportunities that I have, and I think that we're in a wonderful place to continue to create more and continue to support the sport and be a part of the lives of the supporters of the sport, and still work within the lives of our supporters of the sport in a way that is very, very comfortable and satisfying and full of reward. So, we're excited about that, and we're going to continue to do that. And,
Do you close the door on ever being on an Olympia stage, or is that just something for right now that's not in the cards for Kai Greene?
well, truth is, I was very, very excited about competing in the Arnold Classics this year.
Well, clearly you won all of them. so, yeah, so obviously that's you were excited about it, but
Oh,
but do like I say, is this just a closed chapter for you, Kai, which you're moving on to different areas and different things in your career? And listen, everybody's got a different vision, and I think clearly you're a guy who does what you want to do, and which I respect. Whether people agree or disagree with what you should do, it's ultimately your career and your choice to make. But for speaking in future, I mean, you're speaking purely in present tense. Do you close the door on the Olympia? Will we ever see Kai Greene on an Olympia stage?
well, 2016, I think that's definitely not in the cards.
Clearly,
Um,
yeah.
but again, I recognize the role of responsibility. When you're in a position like the one I find myself in.
Hmm.
And, I don't want to ever speak to closing the doors of possibility, but I also want to be very, very responsible. And that said, as far as 2016 is concerned, that's not in the cards. But going forward, we still are excited about the prospect of stepping into larger possibilities. I think every day we get an opportunity to see that realized with the projects that we're working on. And, the future is a very interesting thing because there's just unlimited opportunity and possibility for the man that's willing to realize it. So we're still working, and I'm very, very excited about having the opportunity to do that.